Opening tip controlled by the Colts as we get started here on the Falcon Sports Network, just underway. And now deflection taken away. Jaden DeGrasse with it. DeGrasse gets it across, loses the handle, picked up by Lorenzo. So gets it across to Bass. Bass back to Lorenzo. Play a little catch out here out front. Falcons in a zone. Lorenzo over to Martin. Martin now skip pass to Johnson. Back to Lorenzo to Johnson again. Colts taking their time. They're not in any hurry here. We played a minute. Now 3 on the way. Rims out, no good. The rebound, though, is going to be run down by Bass. Now Bass will try a long 3. No good. JoJo Mullins in to get the rebound. Mullins passes it to Lennox. Lennox will bring it across, and he'll set up the offense. Skip pass to Bradshaw. Bradshaw dribbles up toward the top of the key. Now gets it back to Mullins in the corner. Mullins spins, flies, goes up, and charge is going to be called on Mullins. So Mullins will pick up his first foul, the team first. We played nearly 90 seconds. Falcons and Colts meeting for the first time this year. Johnson up top. He'll dribble over to the top of the three-point line. Now he'll pass it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen dribbles in the corner, double teamed. Ball's poked away, but out of bounds. So the Colts will retain possession here. Lorenzo will throw it in. Back to Johnson. Johnson now. Lorenzo on the wing. Dip inside to Bass. Bass flips it up. No good. Jaden comes down with the rebound. DeGrasse got Campbell ahead of him. Campbell gets the layup. And so the Falcons get the first 2 of the game. Ollie Campbell with it. So FC up 2-0. So now they're going to get the score put up. They hadn't put it up yet, so the official stops the game to put the score, get the scoreboard correct. Lorenzo has it. Nick sets the screen on Lennox, but he passes it off to Martin. Martin goes back to the corner to Johnson. Johnson backs off, and so they'll reset on the attack. Right now, trying to figure out this zone. Nick's inside, kicks it out. 3 on the way, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, will stay on this end. Zone defense looks like they're just trying to bottle in Nix. Lorenzo. Back up now, skip pass across to Bass. Bass drives the baseline and gets the bucket. Good move by Bass. Ties it up at 2. Dump inside to Bradshaw, back out to Campbell. Campbell now tries to get to Bradshaw, but it's stolen away. Johnson. Bounce pass to Nix. Nix goes up and under. It rolls off, no good. Battle for the rebound. A jump ball will be called. Possession will stay with the Colts. Nix missed the bucket right there at the basket. But Titus Lennox, good job going up to battle for it. Now stepping in and blocked by Mullins was Lorenzo's shot, but Nick somehow comes up with it, and he does a baby hook over everybody and gets the bucket. CCS up 4-2. Bradshaw stops, shoots, no good. Nicks the board. Pass up ahead to Bass. Bass, Jaden on him. Now skip pass to Johnson. 3 in the corner, no good. Battle for the rebound, they'll say, is off Jaden, out of bounds. Now a foul is going to be called. They're going to give him the bucket. Say the bucket's good. Mullins is going to pick up his second foul. Free throw is no good. Now Lennox brings it across. 4:20 to go to DeGrasse. Horde into the game, replacing JoJo Mullins. Dumped down for Horde is off his fingertips. So here comes CCS. Chance to extend the lead. Bass tries to go baseline, tries to dump it to Nix, but it goes off of Horde out of bounds. Now a three from the corner on the way is good by Logan Johnson. And CCS up 9-2 here early on. We played 4 minutes. DeGrasse drives, kicks it back to Bradshaw. He'll launch a three. It's going to be short. Rebound taken down by Bass. Bass weaving his way through traffic. Skips the pass into corner. Three on the way. No good. Battle for the board. Nix gets it. Hope over Bradshaw. Gets the roll. Nix has 4. The lead is now 9, 11-2. Bradshaw back to Lennox. Lennox backs up on Johnson. Now drives. Kicks it to Horde over to Campbell. Campbell in the corner. He'll drive baseline, and he will get fouled by Nix. So Nix will pick up his first. That will be the team first. So the Falcons will throw it in underneath the basket. Into Horde. Back to Jackson Bradshaw. He'll flip up the 2. So Bradshaw with his first 2 of the night makes it 11-4. Lorenzen to Johnson. Now over to Martin. They pass it around. Johnson floats it to Martin in the corner, and a timeout is going to be called before the shot. So a timeout taken by CCS. Up 11-4, 2:48 to go here in the first. We'll be back in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Our YouTube page channel. Yeah, YouTube, Franklin Christian Academy YouTube channel. Colts will be throwing it in from the corner. Johnson tries to get to Lorenzo, loses it for a moment, gathers it back. Now still tries to get rid of it. Lennox deflects it, but the Colts retain possession. Now Bass will try a 3 from the corner. No good. Nix with the board. Nix loses it, but they're going to get a foul. Let's see who they get. And it looks like they're going to get Jaden with the reach. Be his first, the team third. Bass underneath, goes up, misses, battle for the rebound. Ollie Campbell comes away with it. Gets it over to DeGrasse. Back to Lennox. Falcons trying to chip away at this lead. Campbell loses it for a moment, and now we're going to get a jump ball possession to the Colts. So the Falcons give it away. 2-13. Martin comes back and gets it from Bass, now gets it back to him. Bass up to Nix. Nix will launch a 3, too strong. Lennox skies up to get the rebound. Now Lennox gets stuck, and he's going to travel. Drew Belcher into the game with defense there to stop him. The turnover goes back to the Colts. 2:01 to go here in the first. Pass out top to Johnson. Lennox will pick him up. Johnson spins, goes over Bradshaw, no good. Bradshaw with the board, gets it to Lennox. Now Lennox picks up his dribble. It's deflected by Johnson to Bass. Bass goes up, gets the bucket. Lennox will pick up the foul. 13-4. Free throw on the way is good by Bass. So the Falcons now find themselves down by 10, 14-4 here in the first. Almost stolen away again. Campbell gets the possession back. Now DeGrasse gets it over to Lennox to set up. Lennox with Johnson on him. Off to the side. Passes it to Bradshaw. Now back down to Lennox. Too late. Johnson ahead to Martin. Martin gets the lay-in. And a timeout is going to be called by the Falcons. 12-point lead for the Colts. 16-4, 1:21 to go in the first. Falcons call timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the Falcons Sports Network. Jaden with it, gets it back to Lennox. Falcons down 12. Bradshaw, 3 to try to cut into it. No. Horde with the rebound. Now DeGrasse will do a straight-on 3. That's good. Jaden with his first 3 of the night makes it 16-7. So the Falcons get a bucket there to cut the lead down to 9. Now he plays some defense. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Try to get this under down to 9 or so. Johnson's shot, no good. Jackson Bradshaw gets the rebound. Now DeGrasse up to Campbell. Campbell weaving through traffic, goes straight to the bucket, gets the hoop and the foul. Foul is going to be on number 5. That's Belcher. That'll be his first, the team's second. Campbell with his second bucket. He's got 4. Free throw is good. So the Falcons cut it to 6 now. 16-10, 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ever since the timeout, Falcons playing with a little bit more gusto here. Martin thought about a 3 over Campbell, thought better of it. Now bounces it to Johnson. Johnson looking to drive on Jaden. Backs up. Jaden with good defense, forces him baseline. Tries to get it to Nix, but it takes a double bounce all the way down to number 5. He gets blocked by Horde, but Johnson gets it back. Now he goes baseline, bounces it to Nix. He's out of bounds. 6.6 as the Falcons now have a chance, but they got to shoot quickly. 6 seconds. Colts are going to full court press. To Horde. Horde tries to get it to Campbell. It's stolen, and the layup's going to be put in by Connor Martin, and that'll do it. So the Falcons waste an opportunity there at the end of the first half. It's an 8-point lead for the Colts. We'll be back here in a minute with the second quarter on the Falcons Sports Network. Campbell to throw it in. Falcons ball to start the second frame. Gets it into Horde. Horde back to Campbell. Miles Bernard into the game. DeGrasse, 3, no good. Lennox there to get the rebound, but loses it to Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Bass. They're heading back the other way. Bass gets it back to Johnson. Now they'll set up. Belcher, Nix, Bass, Johnson inside to Nix, and a foul's going to be called on Jaden. It will be his second, the team fifth. And so it will be on the floor, or are they going to be shooting? They're going to say on the floor. So Belcher to throw it in. Out to Johnson. Johnson picks it up. Lennox will pick him up. Now Nix is going to be his screen. Bass with it, looking inside, kicks it back out to Johnson. Now Johnson will drive, shoot it over Bradshaw, no good, but gets his own rebound. Poked away by Campbell. Campbell taking it all the way. He'll back out. Loses it for a moment, still has it. Now he and Johnson will tie it up, and the Colts will get the basketball on the alternate possession. So Bass now throw it into Johnson. Lennox will pick him up. 7 minutes to go in the half. Noah Dooley at the table, checking in at the next dead ball. And now an illegal screen. And they call a legal screen on Miles Bernard. That will be his first. Team second, so that's a turnover. Falcons get it back. Chance to cut into this 8-point lead. Now Horde sets the screen for Campbell. Campbell's shot goes over, and now a foul is going to be called on Horde. Be the team sixth. As Johnson hit the floor hard, he'll come out for a breather. As Martin comes back in. So Martin will get it back to Bass. Bass will run the point. Dooley in for the Falcons. Bass with it on Campbell. Leans into him. They're going to get a block on Campbell on the floor. But if I got my count right, so this will be 1-1. Campbell picks up his first foul, so this will send Bass to the line for 1 plus the bonus. Bass's free throws, no good. Campbell with the rebound, so they miss the front end. Falcons get the ball back. 18-10 still. Lennox to Dooley. Dooley caught up, gets it to Bradshaw. Now to Campbell. Bradshaw sets the screen, back over to Dooley. Dooley to Lennox. Motion coming. Horde stood his ground, almost threw it behind him. Now Campbell behind the back, drives in, loses it, picks it back, but they're going to call it travel. So the turnover gives it back to the Colts, up 18-10, 5:47 to go here in the second. Martin with Dooley on him. Gets it to Nix on the wing. Nix will drive on Bradshaw. Floater in the lane, no good. Horde pulls down the rebound. Now Lennox into the front. Lennox stops. Pops a three. No good. Campbell goes up for the board and say out of bounds. Off of the Falcons. So the Colts ball. Falcons getting opportunities. They're just going to need to convert. Martin down the lane, strip. Campbell. Nix on Nix. He moves to the side and gets the layup. Good job by Campbell. Good body control to go around Nix to his opposite side. Nix had committed to Ollie going to the right side of the goal or to his right hand. Ollie crossed in under him, went left. Got the bucket. 6-point lead now, 18-12. Martin with Dooley on him. Flicks it back to Nix. Nix into the lane. Goes up. Misses. Rebound by Campbell. Over to Lennox. Falcons a chance to cut this down to a one-possession game with a 3. Campbell out top. Gets it to Jackson. Bradshaw charges into the lane. Goes up. They're going to say steps called. Nix will come out and get a breather as number 12, Seth Donaldson, will check in. Now JoJo Mullins, who got 2 fouls early, will come in and give Lathan Horde a rest. 6-point lead, 4.5 minutes to go before halftime. Bernard out top. Hands out to Martin. Martin down the lane. High floater, no good. Mullins with the rebound. Up ahead to Campbell. Campbell takes it in, lays it up. Campbell with 9 now. Of FCA's 14, it's a 4-point lead. Bass quickly back the other way, loses the dribble. But picked up by Donaldson. Gets it to Belcher. Belcher misses the shot. Dooley comes away with it. Now Dooley into the front court, waits for help. Gets it to Campbell in the corner. Campbell with Belcher on him. Now near the double team. Back to Jackson. Give it go. Ollie Campbell with 2 more. He's in double figures with 11, and a timeout's going to be taken by the Colts. Lead cut to 2, 3:39 to go here in the second quarter. Timeout, Colts on the Falcons Sports Network. Falcons have come back to cut it to 2. It was an 8-point lead at one point. And now full court pressure by the Falcons. Johnson back in. Johnson will run through. Good job by the Falcons to get back on defense to slow it up. Now Johnson will go out to the center circle where he has set up the offense. Johnson at the top, still dribbling. Campbell on him. Now a bounce pass, ill-advised to Lennox. Lennox gets it up to Dooley. Dooley to Campbell. Campbell lays it in. Ollie with another 2 ties it up at 18. Ollie Campbell with 13 here in the first half. All tied up. Johnson. Martin with it now. Screen set. Martin stops. Fires a 3. That's going to be short. Battle for the rebound. Campbell comes away with it. Gets it to Lennox. Now up ahead to Bradshaw. Bradshaw loses it out of bounds. 2:49 to go. Tied at 18. Belcher gets it to Johnson. He'll bring it across. Johnson dribbling. Throws it over to the corner to Martin. Now the dump down inside to Donaldson. Wrap around to Miles. Bernard, he walks. So the turnover gives it back to the Falcons. Another chance to take the lead. This will get Bass and Nix off the bench. As Belcher and Bernard will sit down. Now Jaden comes back in for Noah Dooley. 18 all. Campbell to Lennox. Now the Falcons start running the offense. DeGrasse bottled up by Bass, gets it over to Mullins. Now Mullins into the middle of the lane. Floater, no good. And the rebound taken down by Bass. So 2 minutes to go here in the half. Johnson, corner. Martin, 3, no good. Mullins with the board. Now Mullins skips it up to Lennox. Lennox batted out way by Bass, but Bass is out of bounds, so we'll stay on this end. Lorenzo now will check back in, replacing Donaldson. Mullins kicks it back out to Campbell. Campbell, 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by the Colts. Bass will bring it across. Picked up by Mullins. Now Bradshaw, attempted block. Lennox out fights Nix for the ball. Now loses it. Passes it up to Mullins. Mullins to DeGrasse. Corner 3. Oh, rims out, no good. Nix with the rebound. 1:24 to go. Johnson, nobody picks him up. He steps into a three-pointer that goes over the backboard and out of bounds. Back and forth we go. Neither team right now can take that next step to take the lead. Opportunities for each team. Lennox will, Johnson jumps on the floor as Lennox tried to let time go. There was a whistle. Well, they're going to say a walk by Johnson as he rolled over. So Ollie throws it in to Jaden. Jaden with Bass on him, gets it across. Nix near steal, but Bradshaw kicks it to Lennox. Lennox, 3 on the way is good. Tyson Lennox with his first 3 of the night, and the Falcons have the lead, 21-18. Under a minute to go here before halftime. Johnson out the center circle. Sets up the play. Lennox on him. Now Johnson will go into the center lane. Dumps it down to Nix. Goes over Bradshaw. Misses. But Johnson there for the rebound. Johnson comes out. Spins. Lennox, good job of getting back. He'll step back for a 3. No good. Air ball. Mullins picks it up. Now he'll try to get in the front court to Campbell. He does. Campbell back to Lennox. Lennox over to Mullins. Mullins looking to dump it down to Bradshaw. Bradshaw out to Jaden. Jaden goes baseline. Up and under, no good. Nix with the board. Gets it to Martin. 20 seconds to go. Martin will take it all the way in on Campbell. Misses. Ball saved to Johnson. Johnson into the middle. Kicks it over to Bass. Bass will get the 2. Cuts it to 1. 5 seconds. 3. Bradshaw's 3. No good. And that will do it for the first half. The Falcons will take a 1-point lead into the locker room. We'll be back here in a few minutes with the second half on the Falcon Sports Network here on YouTube.
Challenging academics. What does that mean exactly? For many schools in Williamson County, the benchmark of a school's success is either how rigorous are their academic programs, how high are their standardized test scores, or how lucrative are the scholarship dollars their college-bound students are getting. All of those are great things, and here at FCA, we can show you all of those things. We can show you 32s on ACTs and full-ride scholarships to major universities. But that's not really the benchmark of academic success here at FCA. Here's what challenging academics means for us. As a small school, one of the greatest benefits is that your child's mind and heart will be challenged and inspired right where they're at. Our faculty know every child by name. They know their story, they know their family, they know what makes that child's brain tick. And that allows us to really meet their needs, to give them that one-on-one attention that helps them soar and succeed. But it also helps each child to find what their dreams are, what their unique calling by God is. Our vision is that when a senior walks the stage at graduation, they know that they know that they know that God has a calling on their life and their life is not their own. And something that they've encountered in their time here at FCA has helped them figure out what that calling is. But more often than not, that thing that they encountered that inspired their mind and their heart, it was a teacher. You see, at FCA, we believe that the best learning happens in the context of relationship, and that a teacher is the curriculum more than any textbook. That's why we're so careful about who we hire. The first qualification, if you want to be on FCA's faculty, is you've got to love kids and love Jesus. Yes, you must be an expert in your field, but perhaps there's another school for you if loving kids and loving Jesus isn't first on your list. Take Jim Tannehill, for example. His last post was teaching at the Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Talk about being overqualified to teach in a small private Christian school. But he's here because he valued spending time in relationship with teenagers and being able to share his love for Jesus with them in every science class that he teaches. That's why he's here. So one of the things that our faculty has done is that we've studied brain science. We really want to know what makes the brain work best and how to help your child learn. One of the things we found is that so many children in America today are walking into school in fight or flight mode. That's this part of your brain back here. And it means that your child is not truly emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually healthy. Maybe that's because of trauma that's happened in their past. Maybe it's because of things that are going on in their home. Maybe it's because they have a learning difference, and every time they walk in the doors of the building, they feel stupid. Maybe there's bullying going on, and they don't feel like they belong. Whatever the problem is, if your child is walking around in fight or flight mode, they're never going to retain the information they need to retain. They're never going to be able to learn all of the things that we want to share with them. And that's why we've taken such care to hire people who truly love your child and want to walk with your children through all aspects of life, not just disseminate information. We believe that that's what really takes our kids to new heights academically, is this focus on taking good care of all parts of their brain. Another thing that brain science has taught us is the value of fresh air and sunlight. The brain needs these things to learn. That's why we've included roll-up doors in every one of our classrooms, letting the indoors out and the outdoors in. We also encourage our students to take brain breaks during the day, and we hold a long lunch where we encourage our students to eat on picnic tables, go outside, go throw baskets in the gym, whatever they can do to help give their brain the rest and recovery it needs to retain more information. FCA has a couple of really unique ways that we educate students and prepare them for what comes next after high school. One of those things is having open cubbies. We don't put anything behind closed locker doors here at FCA. First of all, this is a safety decision. Openness, honesty, and transparency. Nobody's bringing something they shouldn't be bringing to school, closing it behind a locker door, and we never know that it's there. But more importantly, this suits our overall vision of preparing students for success in adulthood. One of the most important things that a student can do is learn to be organized and take personal responsibility for their things. We can walk alongside students by looking at how things are in their cubby. Are they putting food on top of their textbooks? Are they crumpling up homework and shoving it in their cubby? These are the kinds of things that we can look and see, walk with students, and help them make better decisions to take care of their things and for overall academic success. Another unique highlight of FCA's academic program is Week Without Walls. Week Without Walls is exactly like what it says, a week outside the walls of traditional education and traditional learning. We take our students on experiential learning trips. Some of these right here locally, others to the far reaches of the globe. We want our students to develop a unique worldview, one that sees every corner of God's earth and how different it might be from the corner where they grew up. It helps students to develop career paths, to find a passion or an excitement for something maybe they never knew that they had, or a heart for a people group that they later want to serve. These trips are special. Some of our local offerings have included farm-to-table cooking, criminal justice and forensics, photography, inner-city ministry, Asian culture, health and fitness, and the music industry. Other trips explore the incredible history and culture of our own country in cities like Washington, D.C., New York City, or Chicago. Things like our Civil Rights Focus Week that travels to Memphis, Birmingham, and other sites important to the civil rights movement. We also hope that at least once in their high school career, every FCA student is able to travel overseas with us. We have had incredible journeys to places like Peru, Honduras, Haiti, Suriname, England, Scotland, Uganda, Greece, and so many more.
Getting ready to start the second half here. Falcons will have the ball to start. Ahead by one, 21-20. A hard-fought first half by both teams. Ollie Campbell leads all scorers with 13. Ellis Bass leads the Colts with 9. Connor Martin with 4. Logan Johnson 3. Esther Nix with 2. For the Falcons, DeGrasse 3. Jackson Bradshaw 2. And Titus Lennox with 3. To round out the scoring, Mullins gets the shooting going. Lennox gets the rebound. Now DeGrasse will try his 3 of his own, no good. Rebound comes down to Johnson. So the first possession for the Falcons gets no points. Colts will now get their turn. Martin dribbling out top, gets it off to Johnson. Over to Martin. Nix wide open underneath if they can get it to him. Now they bounce it down to the corner. Double team coming. Deflected out of bounds. Will stay on this end. Martin to pass it in. Out deep, Lennox near interception, and they're going to say a foul on number 10, Lorenzo. That'll be his first, the team first of the second half. Only the 4th foul in the game on the Colts. No one in foul trouble for the Colts. DeGrasse and Mullins both have 2 for the Falcons. Bradshaw up and goes into the lane, kicks it back to Mullins at the elbow. Mullins passes it down to DeGrasse. He goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Falcons as it was deflected by Bass. DeGrasse to throw it in. Gets it to Bradshaw in the lane all alone. Gets one to die on the back of the rim. Bradshaw with 4. The lead now out to 3, 23-20. Campbell with the deflection. It'll go out of bounds. So the Colts will keep the basketball. Johnson out on top. Across the timeline. Screen set by Bass. Johnson continues with the dribble. Throws it inside to Bass. Bass back out to Johnson in the corner. He'll dribble it up to the wing. Now turn. Drop it down inside. Bradshaw with the steal. Campbell now goes in on Martin. He will miss the shot, but Martin's going to get called for the foul. It'll be his first, and this will send Campbell to the line to shoot 2. First free throw by Campbell is in and out, no good. So he'll get a second. Chance to make us a 2-possession game. Free throw, this one is good. So Campbell with 14 now. 24-20. 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nearly lost by Lorenzo, and now Lennox is going to get a foul called on him. So for Lennox, that'll be his 3rd, the team's first of the second half. Or, excuse me, Lennox's 2nd. Martin to throw it in the backcourt to Johnson. Johnson will bring it across. Campbell, screen set by Bass. Another screen set by Martin. Johnson now with Lennox on him. Skip pass across. Lorenzo, 3 on the way, no good. Great box out by Lennox, and it's tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Colts. Falcons will have it. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Falcons up by 4. Mullins to throw it in. Press coming. DeGrasse passing the middle to Bradshaw. Bradshaw gives it back to Jaden. Jaden will drive into the middle of the lane. Goes up. Blocked by Nix. Gets it to Bass. Now ahead to Martin. Martin ahead of the pack. Loses it. Gets it back and is going to be called for a travel. DeGrasse across to Campbell. Campbell drives straight down the lane on Nix. Gets the hoop and the foul. So Nix will pick up his 2nd. That'll be the team 3rd in the second half. Now substitution as Belcher will come into the game replacing Martin. Campbell, chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here. Got it. So Campbell now is 17 of the Falcons' 27. And we are now a 7-point lead for the Falcons as they have flipped it around. It was 18-10 at one point. They have outscored 17-2 over a stretch, and now a foul is going to be called. I'll call it on Jaden. That will be his third. Team second, so this will send Lorenzo to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Lorenzo's free throw short, no good. He'll get one more. The free throws off to the right. Jackson Bradshaw with the rebound. So Lorenzo can't cash in on the free throws, and Lennox gets it across. Lennox hesitates. Looking, skip pass all the way across to DeGrasse. Now DeGrasse back to Lennox. Lennox will step into a three and hit it. Titus Lennox has 2 threes on the night, and it stretches the lead to 10, 30-20. A 20-2 run going back to about 3 minutes to go in the first half. Belcher will try a three from the corner, no good. Mullins with the rebound. DeGrasse brings it across. Nobody stops him, gets in the middle of the lane, kicks it to Lennox for another three is good. Lennox with 9 and a timeout taken by the Colts. A 23-2 run for the Falcons right now with 4.5 minutes to go in the third period. Falcons up by 13. Falcons come out of the timeout. 13-point lead, 33-20. Falcons defense has definitely stepped it up here in the last about 8 minutes of gameplay. Mullins near steal. Nix with it now deep underneath. Goes up, misses. Battle for the board. Nix gets it back. Drives into the lane. Floats it up there and gets the bucket. So Nix has 6. 33-22. Lennox floats it to JoJo in the corner. Back out to the Lennox. Lennox skips it to Mullins. Mullins thought about the three. He'll go baseline. Skip pass out to DeGrasse. DeGrasse over to Campbell. Campbell to DeGrasse. Trying to get in the corner. Now gets it to Lennox. Wide open three for Lennox. Rims out. No good. Bradshaw there to get it. And it goes over the top. So the ball goes back to the Colts. Down 11, 3:36 to go in the third. I know it says second on my overlay. I'm going to change it right now. Johnson swings it around. 3 on the way is good by Bass. He has 12 to lead the Colts in scoring. Colts on a little 5-point run of themselves now. They cut it down to single digits. It's an 8-point lead. Skip pass to Mullins. Back to Lennox. Over to Jaden. Down to Bradshaw. Bradshaw spins. Goes up. Off the backboard is good. 6 for Jackson. 35-25. 10-point lead. 2:50 to go in the third. Colts swing it around the perimeter, trying to find a hole in the zone right now as the Falcons kind of a 2-2-1. Now a baseline jumper that's good. Bass elevated up. He now has 14. Get that to fall. Back to 8. Lennox quickly in the middle. Over to Mullins. Mullins backs out. Looks and skips it out to DeGrasse. DeGrasse directing traffic. Gets to Mullins in the corner. He'll fire a corner three. No good. Battle for the board. Nix comes away with it. Skip pass to Johnson. Nearly stolen. He gets it, though, and steps up to the free throw line. Gets another 2. He's got 5, and now the lead down to just 6. Lennox to Campbell. Campbell steps are going to be called. Miles Bernard gets off the bench. He'll replace Lorenzo. So the Colts now on a little run of their own over the last 3+ minutes. 35-29. Actually, 2+ minutes. Bernard. Pass is stolen by Campbell. Campbell on Johnson. Loses it, but DeGrasse there to pick it up. Misses the layup. Johnson picks it up. Now he hurries back the other way. He's got Bass in the corner for 3. No good. Bradshaw with a strong rebound. Gets it to Jaden. Jaden up ahead for Campbell. Not sure he was throwing it to. As it goes out of bounds. I thought it was for Campbell, but it actually went through the middle of the floor. Campbell was on the wing. So now 1:22 to go here in the third. Bass. Lennox up on him. Now skip pass across. Nobody there. Mullins almost touched it, but wisely let it go. Falcons have the ball out of bounds. 1:09 to go. Lennox with the ball. Brings it across. Up to Mullins. Back to Lennox. Back to Mullins. Paying a little catch down in the corner. Now skip pass for Campbell. Campbell will drive. Floater. No good. Rebound taken down by Johnson. Under a minute to go now. Johnson gets it over to Bass. Bass dumps it down low to Belcher. Belcher now trapped in the corner. And he's going to slide his foot and walk. 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Falcons with the basketball with a 6-point lead, 35-29. Hard-fought game here. Lennox spins around, gives it to Mullins. Now back to Titus. Lennox looks over to Mullins. Mullins will launch a 3. No good. Rebound taken down by Belcher with 22 seconds to go in the corner. Up ahead to Nix. Nix catches and fires and puts it in. The lead down to 4. Now DeGrasse steps through, loses it out of bounds. And they'll say it belongs to, let's see. They're saying it is Falcons basketball. That it was deflected. So DeGrasse going to throw it in. 9 seconds to go. Gets it out to Lennox. 9, 8. Lennox tries to dump it down to Bradshaw. Nix deflected it. Now Mullins catches it underneath and puts it in at the buzzer. And so the Falcons will take a 6-point lead into the fourth quarter on JoJo Mullins' first 2 of the ball game. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in a moment on the Falcons Sports Network. Colts will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Down by 6. Johnson brings it across. Falcons still in a zone defense. Skip across to Bernard. Bernard gets to Bass at the elbow. Bass turns. He's got a free tuck to the lane. He misses it. Mullins gets the rebound. Gets it over to Lennox. Up ahead to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with Nix on him. Skips it across to DeGrosse. DeGrosse drives the lane, goes up, misses, but he will give it 2 free throws. Foul will be on Johnson. It'll be just his first, the team 4th of the second half. So Jaden will have 2 free throws. Upcoming. Jaden's first is good. So Jaden has 4. DeGrosse can get to 5 with this free throw. And stretch the lead to 8. Misses it. Bow for the rebound. And it goes off Bernard out of bounds. And so the Falcons will retain possession. So a chance to add to the lead here. 7 points. We're just in 35 seconds into the fourth quarter. DeGrosse throws it in, gets it to Mullins. Mullins dumps it down to Jackson. He actually has to pop out to get it. Now Lennox with the ball. Johnson comes out to meet him. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Mullins. Back to Lennox. To Campbell. Campbell with Bernard on him. Campbell, go baseline. Gets a triple team, but goes between them and gets the bucket. So Campbell gets his first 2 of the fourth quarter. He's up to 19, and the Falcon lead out to 9. Belcher. Skip pass. Almost stolen by DeGrosse. Johnson gets it. Throws it off the backboard in a lucky break as Nix just reached up his hands, and there was the ball. 40-33. Nix has 10 in double figures now. Lennox picks up his dribble, floats it over to JoJo. Mullins drives. He'll stop and throw up a 15-footer that's no good. And now Bass will bring it across. 7-point lead. Chance to cut this down to 5. Or 4 with a 3. Belcher in the middle. Throws it up off the backboard. No good. Campbell will take down the rebound. Up to Jaden. DeGrosse. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound taken down by Bass. 6:12 to go in the ball game. Johnson in the corner. No good. Campbell had the board. Now he gets a hold of it and gets control. Johnson come behind. Goes up over Nixon. Scores. Campbell at 21 just kept going to the basket and got through everyone and got the bucket. Now Nix, 3 on the way. No good. Belcher's going to run the rebound on the opposite side. Bounces it to Johnson. Goes up over Mullins. He'll get 2 free throws, as Mullins will be called for his 3rd foul. It will be the Falcons' 3rd here the second half, and we'll send Johnson to the line to shoot 2. Johnson's first free throw is good. So Johnson has 6. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Second is good. Nice stroke. Don't send him back. 7-point lead. Johnson now with 7. Nearly lost by Lennox. Then it is stolen. Now Martin with it. Thought about a 3, but kicked it back to Bass to set up the offense. Now Johnson, nearly stolen by DeGrosse again, but Johnson able to control it. Gets it back to Martin. Dumps it down to Johnson in the corner. He'll throw up a 10-foot floater that is good. And Logan Johnson now with 9. The lead down to 5, 37-42. Campbell loses it. Nix picks it up, gets it to Bass. Up to Johnson. Johnson, charge is going to be called as Lennox got down and got in position. For Johnson, it'll be his 2nd foul. The team 4th, and that's a big break for the Falcons there. As Lennox did a good job of running back and getting in position to draw the charge. So now under 5 minutes to go. Falcons got to take care of the ball on offense. Need a bucket. Haven't had a basket in a couple of minutes now. Campbell Kicks it back to Lennox, down to Bradshaw. He'll fire 17-footer that's no good. Nick's good position to get the rebound. So again, another chance for the Colts to get this down to a one-possession game with a basket. Johnson, floater, no good. Jackson Bradshaw with the board, 4.5 minutes. Now DeGrosse jumps in, gives it to Campbell. Campbell loses it going up, but a foul's going to be called. They're going to get number 3, Connor Martin, with his second foul. That'll be the team 5th. So Campbell will go to the line to shoot 2. Campbell's first free throw goes over the rim and goes in. And now before his second free throw, we're going to have a timeout by CCS. And if I got it right, they've only got one left with 4:24 to go. 43-37. We'll be back in a moment here on the Falcons Sports Network. The Falcons will be back in action after the holiday weekend on Tuesday night as they will welcome Lighthouse to Ward Gymnasium. Middle school girls will start at 4 o'clock. Middle school boys to follow, varsity girls and varsity boys. So join us here on the Falcon Sports Network as we will bring you the action starting at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. As they welcome in South Division rival Lighthouse Christian School. Lighthouse, I think it's 2-time defending champion. I know my 2 years that I've been covering Falcon sports, Lighthouse has won both basketball boys, have won both basketball championships. Last year, Falcons were runners up to them. So now, Campbell, after tying his shoe, gets back ready for his second free throw. It's away, and it's good. Campbell with 23 now, and the lead back out to 7, 44-37. So now Johnson brings it across, gives it to Bass. Bass passes over to Bernard. Bernard, bounce pass for Nix, goes off his foot and out of bounds. So the turnover gives it back to the Falcons with a chance to extend their lead again. Got to 7. They can get it back to 9 or to 10 here. And now Lennox's pass, weak pass is tipped by Bass. Bass is going to be the beneficiary of the layup. Now he's got 16, 44-39. Near steal again. Bradshaw will launch a 3 from the corner, no good. Mullins with the board to DeGrosse. DeGrosse's 3, no good. Bradshaw another rebound and scoop and score. Bradshaw scoops it up. He's got 8, 46-39. 3:36 to go here in the ballgame. Bernard left alone, skip past the Bass. Now Martin will shoot a 3 from the corner, no good. Mullins with a big rebound. Now floats it to Lennox. Lennox to Campbell. Campbell to Bradshaw. Set shot, no good. Mullins battles for the board, is poked away by Johnson. And now Bass in front of DeGrosse gets it down to Johnson. He'll dribble it into the corner for 3 and hit. Logan Johnson hits a 3, and it's now a 4-point game, 46-42. Lennox to Bradshaw in the corner. Skip pass for DeGrosse, almost stolen by Bass. To Lennox. Lennox, pass to Bradshaw. Bradshaw over to Lennox. He'll fire a 3, no good. Bradshaw with the tip. Bradshaw in double figures with 10 now. 6-point lead, 43-42, 2.5 to go. Noah Dooley and Lathan Horde ready to check in. Bass steps back, 3 from the deep corner, no good, but there to get the rebound and the putback is Connor Martin. He has 6, 48-44. Lennox across the line to Mullins. Mullins just stolen. Tipped away by Knox. Bernard picks it up. Now Martin. Dumped down for Nix. Nix underneath gets the 2. He's got 12. And it's a 2-point game. 48-46 with 2:03 to go. And the Falcons will take a timeout. 2:03 to go. Falcons hanging on to a 2-point lead right here. Horde will go down to throw it in. Noah Dooley in the game. Bradshaw, Lennox loses the ball. Bass dumps it to Johnson. Johnson goes up. He gets the bucket. Dooley will pick up the foul. And now Johnson will go to the line with a chance to give the Colts the lead. And now Bernard will come out to the game, replaced by Belcher. 1:56 to go. Johnson's free throw is good. He's 3 for 3, and he gives CCS their first lead of the second half, 49-48. Poked away, and it still belongs to the Falcons. As poked away from behind, now Jaden DeGrasse will get back up off the bench. He'll replace Titus Lennox, who will have a seat. Now Dooley out to Campbell. 48-49. Bradshaw with Johnson on him, and Johnson's going to get called for the foul. So for Johnson, that's his third, and that's the team's sixth or seventh. Team seventh, excuse me. So this will put the Falcons in the bonus. So DeGrasse with a chance for 1-and-1. Free throws, good. So Jaden ties the game up at 49. Now a chance to give the Falcons the lead with the bonus. Jaden gets it. So Jaden with 6. It's 50-49. 1:39 to go in the ball game. Johnson out. Skips it across to Belcher. Belcher up top with Horde on him. Belcher goes around, floats one over Bradshaw with the bucket. Drew Belcher with his first 2 of the game gives the Colts the lead. Now DeGrasse running the point, gets it across. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell steps in, spins over Nix, misses, ball loose. Johnson comes away with the board, 1 minute to go. And now a timeout's going to be taken by CCS. And if I'm right, that's their last timeout. So the Falcons will have to play defense with 1:03 to go in the game. Colts up by 1, 51-50. So the Falcons will be back on the court Tuesday night as they welcome Lighthouse Christian in here. Middle school game starting at 4. But an important 63 seconds coming up right now. The Colts will have the ball. Mullins in for Horde. Johnson gets it into Bass. Bass brings it across, 57 seconds. May have to come out and get him. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. So Bass holding on to it, drives in. He'll dribble away. Now Campbell up on him. DeGrasse following him. Bass gets it to Belcher in the corner. Now floats it out to Johnson. 37 seconds left. Campbell up on Johnson. Johnson makes separation. Now Martin. DeGrasse out on Bass. Belcher out. Now Mullins goes out and fouls. So for Mullins, that will be his 4th. But I think only the team 5th. Falcons got a couple of fouls to give here. So the Falcons Made in position. They're going to have to foul right away. Belcher looking. Tip. Dooley, steal to DeGrasse. DeGrasse heads toward the bucket. Loses it. Bradshaw can't save it out of bounds with 16 and a half seconds to go. Falcons got to man up. Get ready to foul again. Bradshaw will guard the inbounds. Belcher looks to throw it in. Off the side. It's tipped away. Bass has it. Somebody's got to get him, and now Dooley goes after him. I think they'll get Dooley on the, we'll see which one they get. They're going to get on Dooley. So for Dooley, that'll be his second. But I believe it's only the team's sixth. So they'll have to throw it in again. Bradshaw and Belcher. Now Campbell fouls Johnson. That's not the person you want to send to the line. Johnson is 3 for 3 so far tonight. So he'll get 1 plus the bonus here with 9.9 seconds. So really 10 seconds left. Freeland-Vey left it short. Mullins with the board. Gets it to DeGrasse to Campbell. 6 seconds. Campbell goes through, goes up, throws off the backboard. No good. Bass skies up for the rebound, and that will do it. And so the Colts come away with the win, 51-50. So the Falcons will have to wait till Thursday night or Tuesday as they will host Lighthouse Christian School here. I'm Will Shipman. Thanks to Zeke Ferguson for running camera for me tonight. Hope you have a good night. Be safe tonight. God bless. The final score, Colts 51, Falcons 50.